We need to learn how to love the opposite sex. That was number 5, isn't it? Number 5. Number 6. We need to be people of integrity. Integrity. Doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. Especially men on this integrity, it's an issue. We have to do the right thing even when people are not there. Even when people are not watching, you have to do the right thing. Even in class, you have to have a person of integrity. There are times when we are writing exams, we cheat, eh? Mambo kopela, na ukataka paper la. So we need to be people of what? Integrity. Do the right thing. When you go to the shop, make sure you pay for everything that you've taken in the shop. When they send you to buy something, make sure, it will show that this is a person of integrity. Make sure you bring back the change. Oh, so we don't bring back the change? I think? Ati mwana musuma bamwena kwisa? Mwana musuma bamwena kuli chani? Kuli change, so you have to bring back the change. It's very important. What are you saying? I can't hear. Pastor Aaron, I want to hear what they're saying about the change. Please, can you give them the mic? You look like they want to say something.
Change ija imankala knocking allowance. Yakula gonna talk time so.
Okay. Okay, somebody else?
Most times we use the change to buy talk time for ourselves.
If they haven't given you change at home, you use it like that?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody else, somebody wants to say something.
Transport money.
Okay.
Sometimes the change ngati vaivarako ngasifaka mbao. So
it's interesting. Somebody else who wants to talk about change.
Amanga funo nanga organize.
Ate?
Ama funo nanga organize.
Is there any person again to say? Okay, Israel.
Change ja mangala shati wakupoa sa got mistake bija. Ma angari block. Nendra sisi jaga.
There's somebody behind, okay.
Change ja chamina mama bakupasa ndrama ikora tiendo gremo chintu. Sometimes mama isa nzeru za mwana toni mwamene aganizira na chamina anga using ise transport na change ja kapena angani pase kapena azanisungira kapena sazani pass.
Okay.
Munga pari change muzapezeka makuru bakupasa ndrama afuna kusettinga chenzeru zako pena ndio kawalala orokwana bazakupasa ija ndrama vaingirira change uzapezeka wamenyesera pansi azaziya njere tayakwanapo.
Okay, but
change just tima using ati pay apo bakakupasa wabo using tima funa first in case wafunsa apo ngwabwezera but kabna so azafunsa ndishi bakupasa.
But this morning, I just want to tell every one of us in here, if there's change, please take it back. That is not your money. Unless if you take back, then they tell you, okay, you can have it. That's when you can get. Oh, you want to?
Yes, about the change. Change imafunikira chekubweza nga ijamakamba ankani proverb muchibemba ati umwana musoma wamwena kuti change. So nga bakupasa chintu kugula or bakuza njebile kagule vintu ufunikira wabweza change so that beba chama parent nga baza kuganizira kupasa hapo baza kupasa. Baji point nyako bati umwana musoma wamwena kuti change.
Amen. That's true. Mwana musoma bamwena kuli change. This morning, let's agree all of us. If there's change, we have to take it back, isn't it? We have to take it back. That's how they will see it. You're a man of what? Of integrity. It starts with very small things. Very, very small things. So we need to do that. We need to be people that keep whatever we've promised. That is integrity. We need to do that. If we promise that we are going to be good boys, if we promise that we are going to work hard at school, please, let's stand by what we have promised. The last point that I want to speak this morning is, you know, there's this saying where they say, talila. I want to tell you this morning, you've got also emotions and you feel pain. So I want to encourage you. You have to mourn. You have to cry. It's very important. That's why we've seen now a number of people committing suicide because they're carrying those pain inside them. So we need to do that. Especially, you know, they say, Pachililwa jawo, nishulelilila, talila, and this can affect you in future. I think I've got an example. I lost my husband 8 months ago. And during that period, my son didn't cry. He's the one who was even taking people to go and see the body of the dad. During that time, my son was so busy working, making sure that everything was moving on well. He was so busy to make sure that we buried his father in a better manner. But after months, it really hit him so much. But I know the cause. It's because, but you have to do that. And you know, we go through a lot of pain. We go through a lot of problems. So we need to have a place where we can go and do what? And offload what we have. That will help us a lot. And they tell us, you don't need to do that. You can have somebody that you trust in your life and do that. And that will help us a lot. This is my end of the teaching. God bless you. Amen.
So kanti mwekatira hapo wafika hapa. Okay, I hope everybody, at least everybody has learned one or two things, most especially two. So let's do this. Small exercise, huh? Can I have 4 people this side who are going to tell me what they've learned? And I have 4 people this side who are going to tell me what they've learned. Where are we starting from? It doesn't matter which side it is. So I just need some people. If you've learned something, even if we reach more than 4, no problem. If you learned something, the mic, whatever you've learned.
So what I've learned from the woman of God is that the first thing before we do anything in life is we put God first and we cherish him because he's the one who gave us life. Because without him, nothing can be possible.
All right, thank you. Next, there's another guy.
What I've learned is that you have to manage your time as a man. You have to look at what you do. Are you wasting your time or are you making productive things from your time?
Okay, that's very important.
You have to have self-confidence.
Yes, self-confidence is very important. Self-confidence is the difference between you and getting to what you want to do.
We also learned that we need to avoid unnecessary associations with friends, avoiding to be everywhere, avoiding to do things which do not produce profit. She also talked about what we do today will affect our future. In other words, while we are here, we are preparing for our future. So your future will be as a result of what you did while you are still a youth.
On that one, that's a very good point. So on that one, another way you can look at it is you can either play now or pay later, or pay now and play later. Have you seen that there are people who are older and they're working very hard because before they were playing, now they are sweating. So it's better when you've got the energy, sweat now. When you are older, you've got the money, you are chilling, you've got your Benz outside, ukonekirapo chape. Yeah, yes, I am Veka. Next.
Okay. She also mentioned about self-esteem and how you can improve it. That is by dressing smartly, not sagging as in your trousers is being below your bums or something like that. Taking care of yourself and yeah.
Self-esteem is very important, by the way. Self-esteem can make you fail to do something that you can manage to do.
Yeah, she also mentioned an important point again of learning how to love women so as to avoid issues in the future in regards to marriage, even taking care of your own children, your daughters, in fact, yeah.
What I've learned today is that we need to be people with integrity.
That's good. That's very good. Do we have anybody else who wants to say something?
Avoid sex while you are young.
We learned that we should learn how to say sorry to a friend.
Yeah, saying sorry is a very important thing. Don't have too much pride, guys. Don't have too much pride. That kind in a mamona sininga kambe sorry. Yes, boss.
In order to release our pain, we should cry.
No problem, maona so wapaso mwaseka. But the thing is, you never know which situation you find yourself in. I found myself in that situation. So I went into a very bad state. So please don't fear. The only thing you can do if you want gatuyo pawan to oroshan, enda bedroom. Waenda wajida bedroom wachoka. But at least ulireko. Or find somebody that you know, I can talk to this person and this person is going to encourage me. Don't look for that person as a boxsake. Because they know they are going to do is bring your esteem down. So look for that one person that you're confident to say, oh, you nikamcheza guys. This guy is going to lift me up from where I am to the next level. And not someone who's going to bring you down. Yes, my boss.
What I've learned is that we should not take anything which we are not given.
If you take something that you're not given, it's called stealing. Or ni change. Ni kuba uko. Unless makoza ti change ni yako.
I've learned that we should minimize on the time that we spend on social media.
All right, thank you for that. Maybe we can take one more hand because I think we have learned a lot. So we can take one more hand so that we can, okay, 2 plus the gentleman there.
I've also learned that too many breaks isn't okay.
So have the last one. Boss,
Too many breaks.
You can just stand up. Yeah. Oh, you have the mic. Okay, good. Thanks.
Sometimes napeza gati mu life mwana for example wagenza kapasa immediately for example ine ndine tata nina munzi wangai nizinkalira then na bwana tenga mwana wa brother wangai na bwana ambo musunga uja mwana wa brother wanga pamene nambo musunga vonse nishina chirabwanji vankhala muli nifunika ambo muchitira then bopeza kuti apunzira aenda ku school amboenda ku school abo kupempha nipempha ku school fees ubo muyankhati nilibe then manje abo aenda kuli batate bake bamuza ati daddy pempha ku school fees ngwe ndipela ku school abo batate bake bampasa then futhi batate bake abo mfunza ngaba amene unkhala nawo sawa kupasa ankalazi mwana paja sana kambe vili vonse again futhi paja yafika term yankala so chabe then futhi paja ipopeza kuti mwana achoosing choice ya mushe amboenda ku church because kuli ma choice inango amene ali wrong na amene ali right upeza kuti mwana achoosing right choice amboenda ku church ambopeza ku church daily for example in Adventist nimaenda ku 7th day aenda ku church mwana aenda ku church aenda mu youth so chabe but ipo peza kuti nabeve pajani wayoda ku church but bakanga kuti wampase encourage mwana ku church kwamena aenda bakanga kuti wampase kochani wampase koma advice kuti i choice amene una choosing ilimushe but peza kuti bakangi bamuyangana but bana bawo sibaenda ku church maye monga paja imankhala bwanji vapempera vazona nangu sivapempera nangu vamaenda kuchechi nangu vana vapasa chekapoto kuti ni vaelda nchinchito yawo ni chani paja.
Okay, so your question ifunika maningi experience, so your question is ataira wa mai kumbuyo, so bahasha vapase nkoni mai kumbuyo wa mai wayankeko. Okay, so achipatiko pena nguswana mvesesese so boy, bezapo question yako sasa bakuyankile. Ampoka fast mic.
Question ili so monga ine nina munzi wanga nizinkalira. Okay, nzaenda che direct to point. Sinifuna pita mbali ai. Vira nchitikira hapo mu life. Noanda nafunza so. Nifuna chameni vira nchitikira nivi. Nizonkara ku 10 miles. Kwa mene nzonkara kuli wafana wa mami. After kuja nikwene nzonkara. Naenda nishini grade 7. That was in 2017. After that, I learned there. I wrote my grade 9. I failed. Again, I repeat at the same school. That's when I passed. After that, when I was pamene nzonkara kuja na bwana mwenda ku church. Vamami mananiuza moyo ti mwana wanga. Pamene uyenda huko. Faka mulungu first. Nenzoenda ku church kwa Adventist. After ku church kuja nienda ku church. Na bwana speza mu category yama youth yama pathfinder. After that na bwana nkala na mzanga John Banda enzonpunsa ku preaching. Ndo mene enzonpunsira so chabe. But day one pa youth day munzanga John Banda anabwagamba na mayodas ati mpase na preaching yeko na eve nabwana preaching pena preaching apaja but pena komboka kwenda kunyumba bene nkhala nawo baja kuli beve wanakamba wanankhala chezi but so wananipasa ko encourage lyonse but bantu benangu bambali bamene benzoona
Nanga bamene mwezo nkhala nabo mba Kristo bamaenda ku church. Okay. Mwezo enda ku church kumoza. Okay.
Pacha bamene na preaching abantu bambali chebenzoona che ndime benzo news abenzo nipasa encourage wachita mushe obwera mushe yamene wachuzinga echi nchamushe because ona banzako benangu bamene wachita so ulichabe right banabo abanitenga benangu mayodas banabo banfaka na preaching band ndimo bamenza banfaka after banfaka mu preaching band futa banfaka na mu prayer band ndimo nenze mtu so manje after that nabwana mboganiza nemwina kanati why vichitika so nifchani chinaro vyanya panyumba nenzo chitati nikankhala so nenzoyopa noyopa nati why vintu vichitika so sometimes peza uti from nowhere che ubopeza kachati vanzako wonse vaenda wambosemeza but peza uti so bakusiya cheso chabe maye nenzo zifunsa neka nati nganchancha meni naro vyanya because ine ndine mwana sinzo vevenzo chitika pacha.
So mwezofuna okay pamene benzoenda ni bandani bana bao but iwe
bana bao sebenzoenda ku church.
Okay.
Ine ndine nenzoenda che ku church.
So badiko pamene yabo ka?
I
think that one you have to see me in person.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Okay, tulibanji bonse banyamata. Okay, zikom. Nifuna che nifakepo na ine okuonjera upali bamai bazamu wana mnyamata watu bakambisane mushe. But I'm sure bonse tuenze tuanvela how he was trying to put up a question so that we can help each other in. Yeah, so I think you need a lot of time with mom. They will sit and discuss. But in case some of you are not going to be there when you'll be discussing with mom, I just want to encourage you also on Mark 6, verse 5. So, verse imakamba kuti the prophet has no honor in his own town. Yes, so sometimes you may think the people that knows you, whatever you do, they will try to reduce. You may not see the need for that, okay? To see that something is important, it will be difficult. But other people, they value it. So that's why you find that when you go somewhere, people, the way they are going to receive you and regard you, it will be different with how people they know you at home. So it was so important. So he was expecting the parent, the people, that he can get that morale or the confidence to move ahead. There was nothing. So it becomes so demoralizing. But we can also be encouraged by the word of God. Looking at the verse I gave, that is Mark 6, verse 1. Just know that the prophet may not have an honor in his own country. What is our country? In our own home, we might be disregarded. But to other people, depending on what we do, we are overvalued. Yes, hallelujah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for that. So for those who've got any other questions, so that you don't forget, just write it down in the notebook, even behind as you're having questions, so that you don't forget. Then we'll come to a segment where some of those questions can be answered. Are we clear? Tamvera? Okay, so up next, we are going to call Pastor J, who's going to come and give us a talk. Can we stand up and give him a clap as he comes?
Please sit down. How are you guys? We're good? Oswald, come. This is my main man here. Awesome man. Please give him a big hand. Now, what we want to do with you guys is what he's been going through. Can I give him a microphone? Give Oswald a microphone. Introduce yourself. This is Zambia's youngest author. He has written a book. He's writing other books. Please give him a microphone. So Oswald, introduce yourself. Tell them who you are.
Morning, my name is Osajim Tapasiwanda. I'm 10 years old in grade 6 at Wisdom Wood School, and I'm the author of a book called Seize Your Moment. So now I have learned that instead of people complaining about why life is so unfair, we can wake up and start to work. Because even in my past years, I have discovered that I had knowledge of a skill, but I did not want to take action in it. So until I sat down and told myself to say, also, you have to start working, that's when I began to work. Because I'm this person that always wanted to become a president, which I will be someday. So now I always had this thing for leadership, but I never really wanted to take action. So my mom had helped me she told me to say, if you do not see yourself as a leader, you never become. So that is one of my chapters in Seize Your Moment. See it and eat. So what you see yourself being is what you must become. Because if I can tell you something about purpose, because Jesus had a purpose, something that he had to do inside of him. So no matter what you can never call something useless, because eventually you need it. You can't call that flower useless because it is needed. So nothing on earth was created for nothing. So now we all have something inside of us that needs to be used. So we've got something inside of us that needs to be implemented. Thank you.
Okay. So, okay. So he's 10 years old. 10. He's 10 years old. Okay. Did I tell you are going to talk today?
No.
Did I even know you are coming today?
No.
That's awesome. So, he's 10. Do you have a business?
Yes.
What's the name of your business?
There are two. So one is Machalu Group of
two
Companies,
businesses.
and the other one is Amapalo Business Solutions.
Okay. How many people have you talked to so far? What kind of people do you talk to? Do you go to their offices?
The people that I talk to, because I do not like to surround myself with people that are going to try and pull me down, but I would rather surround myself with people that are higher than me, that to tell me to say, also, you need to keep on going.
Okay. How did you start this? How did you become this Oswald at 10? Where did it start from?
Well, it started from, like, Mom used to take me to business workshops, which I also attended yours, just like this. So as in, Mom started training because she saw that I had knowledge inside of me but did not have a skill. So she helped me to bring that thing up and also told me she started buying me books, because I believe in my chapter 2 of Seize Your Moment, some of us have got skills, but we do not have knowledge of that skill. So we have skills that we know about but do not want to get knowledge, because some of us here want to become doctors, but we can't become doctors as in now. So the best thing that I advise us to do is get knowledge, read about how to become a doctor, go on YouTube, use YouTube wisely, and then even as you are going to do your nursing studies, at least you already have some knowledge about that.
So you started by going to places where you get knowledge.
Yes.
And what did that, how long ago? How many years? 20 years, 10 years ago? How many years ago?
5 years ago.
So you started listening to things from 5 years old.
Yes.
And what has it done for you?
It's really helped me a lot, because I've seen that we mostly listen to Life in the Morning. So even my baby brother, he's able to listen about something. Even my baby sister, she'll be able to say, Mommy, I've learned about faith. So it's really helping her to grow.
So you've surrounded yourself with knowledge?
Yes.
And you are becoming the man you are?
Yes.
So now when you go in society, do they look like you like a small boy, or do they respect you as a businessman?
I'm being respected as a businessman because of my skill and knowledge, and that's bring value.
So you even teach parents now.
Yes.
So it's possible, isn't it? How old is he? Now, he started 5 years ago. We're hoping you will start today. We want to invite you, we want to help you. Okay? Please give Oswald a big hand. So every morning, Oswald, his mom, every morning, they're always listening, they're learning. Yes, sir. You want to say something? Yes, question. Ask the question. Yeah. Yes.
The question is that how can we discover
Very
those
good.
skills or talents?
So what we are saying is, how did he discover it? He stayed around knowledge. So if you want to discover, we will create space and time for you to discover. And if we take the journey together, you'll be one of Zambia's best people. I guarantee you that. You know where they put guarantee on something? I can put guarantee on that. Okay? And that's why you're here. You're here because each of you is like, thank you, sit down. Each of you is this. How many of you know about oil? Oil. Oil. You know oil? What's oil? Not vegetable oil. Crude oil. Okay? So you have crude. Crude. Okay? Crude oil. Now in crude oil, what can you get from crude oil? I can't hear you. Yeah? You can get petrol. What else? Yes? Sorry, you can get petroleum jelly. Yeah, what else?
Kerosene.
You can get Kero. What else? Yeah?
Benzene.
Yeah. You can get what?
Benzene. Benzene.
Benzene. Okay, what else?
Diesel.
Diesel. So AGO. Diesel. What else? Yes? Vaseline, so petrochemicals. You can get petrol. So you get your Vaseline and all those can come from there. What else? Yeah? Paraffin, that's kerosene. Okay, what else? Yes? You can get bitumen you use for road. What else can you get? Yeah? Jet fuel, which some people sniff as drugs to get high, so you can get high from it too. What else? What else? You see one thing, huh? One thing. You can get your plastic bags, that's your petrochemical. Although we are stopping that now, that's why you pay for plastic bags in the shop. They're trying to prevent people using that. You can get bottles, drinking bottles, no? All those plastic bottles. So, can you imagine what you can get from this? Isn't that awesome? Okay, give me another thing. Let's take wood. Wood. What can you get from a tree? Yeah? Furniture? Yeah? Something else? Sorry? Like what? Yeah? Timber. Yeah?
Charcoal.
Charcoal. Yeah. What? Huh? Paper. Yeah. I can hear. Medicine. Yeah. Come on now. Yes, sir. Herbs. What else?
Fruits.
Fruits. What else?
Firewood.
Firewood. So, firewood. Let's put firewood here. Yeah? Yes, sir.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. That's good. Yeah? Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, yes, sir.
Fiber.
Fiber. You said fiber, yeah? Fiber. How come nobody has said food? Okay. Now, all this comes from tree. Okay? Let's do something else. What else? Give me something else. What do you think? Are you alive? You're here? You're with me? What else do we want to take? So let's take what? Give me something. What? Water. Water. Water, the list will be too long, huh? Water, H2O. What can we get from water? Yeah? Energy. Thank you. What else? Energy. What else? You get life. Yeah?
Juice.
You get juice. You used to mix juice, so let's say juice. And in every juice is made of water. Water makes the thing. Yeah? Sorry? Coolant, so cooling. All your air conditioning, all your car, blah, 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 yeah. Sorry? Transportation.
It helps in the process of photosynthesis.
In what?
It helps in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
For what? Photosynthesis, so food production. Or let's say agriculture. Okay. Agriculture, yes, what else?
It is used for thermoregulation.
Thermoregulation, so what would you call that now?
The maintaining of temperature of the body.
Okay.
Hydroelectricity.
Hydro, so energy, power, that's there. Hydro, electricity, let's just put it under energy, yeah? For bathing, thank you. Because boys must bath.
It can also be used for drinking water or
for drink,
for cooking, washing, and all those.
Cook. You can't do anything without water. Yes? Aquatic life. Okay? Yes? Ice. Ice. Steam. All that gives you power. So that's water.
Digestion.
Without food, digestion. Okay, so you see water. Okay, cool. Let's take a step further. Okay, let me give you this one now. What'd you get from boy? Yeah? Yeah? Sorry? Life in the future. So you get a future. So you get, before you get children, what would you get first? Inside that boy is what? What? A man. What else? Initiative. What else? Yeah? What? A leader, thank you. Every boy is a leader, correct?
Skills.
Skills. Yes? Yeah? Woman, you are right. Because the boy carries not just a woman, the boy carries a man also. In fact, the boy doesn't just carry a man, the boy carries a village. The boy doesn't just carry a village, I'm just breaking for you, carries a nation.
Family.
The boy has a family. Inside the boy is a family. Yeah? Sorry? A vision. The boy has a vision. Yeah?
Sperm cells.
Sperm cells. So the boy has seed. You see, you guys like sex, so they say sperm cells. Yes, Matthew. Knowledge. The boy has knowledge. And somebody said wisdom. Okay, we can go on and on. Yes, at the back. So, knowledge, wisdom, vision, problem-solving skills.
Responsibility.
The boy has responsibility. You see, all the good things you are saying, but this boy too has HIV. This boy has, where they say woman, woman, destroying woman. The boy destroys the woman. The boy beats the woman, beats. The boy does what else? The boy takes drugs. Ah, thank you for that one. The boy rapes the woman. The boy brings fatherless boys, because he's a boy now having a boy, isn't it? Sorry? He what? He brings a child. The boy can impregnate. Now, you see this? I put some bad here because you are giving me all the good. That means you are not looking at life in a balanced way. It's good. We all like this good. But this is here, isn't it?
Destroy someone's
Big
family.
time. Yes, destroys family. When you get a girl pregnant, you know you've destroyed that family. The family messes up. Hope you know that. So you can destroy family. Boys steal. Boys lie. What else? Huh? They lie. Yeah, put that there. What else at the back? They what? They are like devils. They kill, they steal, they destroy. Hallelujah. So they kill, they steal, they destroy. Okay, let's be merciful now. Now, think about this. So this is all in a boy, correct? Think about it too. It means all this is in you. Correct? Everything is in you. Now, you have talked about this. Where do you think the world had a problem? Where did the problem of the world come from? Huh? Somebody says a woman. You see, boys, they blame also. Can we put that? They blame. Boys always have somebody to blame. Always have somebody to blame. Okay. Ha. So, all the problem in the world, somebody says, came from the woman, correct? Good. What's the woman's biggest problem? Now, the problem, let's go with it, isn't it? So we say the problem in the world came from the woman. No problem. Where did the woman come from? Where did the woman come from? So the woman came from the man. That's why you have, what's there? So what's the problem with the woman? Where she's coming from. So if we want to correct the woman, what must we do? We must correct the man. You get it? So what's the problem with society? Let me ask you a question. I want you to think with me. Is Zambia a poor country? How many say yes? You are free. Every answer is correct. How many say yes? Let me see your hand. Zambia is a poor country. One person, one person, one person, one person. So Zambia is a poor country. Okay, let me ask you now. How many of you does your country give you $10,000 a month? Do you know there are countries that countries give their citizens money every month? What do you call them? Rich countries. Does Zambia give you 5 kwacha a month? Not even a 15 ngwe. So is Zambia a poor country? So you see, practically you will say yes. But in reality, no. We're coming to that. Because if we say we are poor, why? If we have all, do we have wood? Do we have gold? Do we have emeralds? Do we have copper? Do we have all those things? Why are we poor? No. Somebody says knowledge, yes. Why are we poor? Someone say poor leadership, yes. Somebody says, ay, ay, ay. You're hammering them. Ignorant leaders. So we said the reason we are poor is because of leaders. So, corruption, poor leadership.
Because common sense isn't common in Zambia.
Ah, yeah. So, because common sense isn't common. Now, you have to look at that. That's important. Did you see what somebody said? He says common sense. Now, do you know it's because of common sense? That's why we are here. What does common mean? Common means common, general, everywhere. So why do you think we all behave the same way? Why do all you boys behave the same way, do the same things, want to be the same way? Why do you think all boys are, if you go to the compound, you see all of them behaving the same way? Why? Because of common sense. You know why poor people are poor? Have you noticed poverty is common? Why? Because all of them use the same sense. What will separate you from poverty is when you change the sense you are using from common sense. So it's not that common sense is not common, it's that common sense is common. That's why you see common people. So until you move away from, I'm trying to give you the reason why you are here. We want to take you from common sense and give you the sense that gives. Have you noticed rich people work together, do things together? You know why? Amongst them, they have common sense. So the sense they are operating by gives them riches. You get it? Then the poor people, have you noticed they behave the same way? Why? The sense. So if you operate with the same sense, you will see the same results. So what separates two people? I'm rich now. You are broke now. What's the difference between two of us? Not money. No. The thing that separates me and you is the sense we have. And I'm saying I can take this sense and I can give it to you. And you can become rich and successful. The question is, do you want to remain common? Or do you want to graduate from common? So what is it that makes people people is one big word. Why people are poor and rich is choice. Choice. All the information you get, all the knowledge you get is to help you make choices. Your future, the seed of your future is your choice today. I'll give you an example. Take the man I called out here. I love him. He's my son. I love him. He's one of the most important boys to me, Oswald. Have you noticed, all of you are listening, making noise, have you noticed he's taking notes and he's writing? He's the only person writing. You know why? He's been trained to think not like common. It didn't start one day. So we are getting excited. If you notice him throughout, he's just been taking notes. Read out what you've been writing to me. Give him a microphone. Yes, read out what you've been writing.
So from the time that I came, I wrote that we should seek God first, use social media wisely, value time, self-esteem, believe in yourself, confidence, integrity, and also change your sense and choice.
So have you noticed he's taking notes, taking notes, taking notes, taking notes. You know what he's going to do at home? I like that. You know what he's going to do at home? That's the difference. You see, the difference is in what you do every day. He's going to take that now. You know what he's going to do? He's going to soon write another book. Guess what? How much have you made from selling your books?
It's above 10,000.
Okay? So he's selling his books, he's making money. Can all of you make money here? Yes. So my assignment now is this. Action for Empowerment, the Leadership Farm, Harvest Mission Church. Why are they doing this? How can we move you from the place where you are waiting for parents to the place where you are creating for your parents? How can we move you from the place where you are waiting for somebody to help you to the place where you are the one helping somebody? Because there are many people like you that have people that don't care about them. And what you will tend to do is blame people and say, I don't care, nobody loves me. Then you go on drugs, you go on rape, you go on this, you go on, I'm coming to you. And all of a sudden, at the end of you've not even got to the beginning of your life. You start finding challenges. And what do you see boys trained to do now? They're going to commit suicide. You know why? At a very early age, we've been making the wrong choices. And the wrong choices we make is based on the information we are getting, which is what you call that common sense. If I asked most of us here today what you will do on a public holiday, you will listen to music, you will wear jeans, you'll go out, you'll look for babes, correct? And you harass the babes. What's up, what's up? Even in church, if we come to church, we do our youth group, your youth group is music or something. At the end of the day, you talk about girls, correct? You don't do. That's good. At least you are uncommon, isn't it? Sorry? You want a mic? I'll decide when I give you a mic. When I'm ready, I'll give you a mic. But for now, no mic yet. Good. So, you see, that's why it is good to have the mic, isn't it? You can determine who you give the mic to. That's super. Good. What I need you to see is this. You can choose your life from now. If I gave everybody a mic, we won't finish here today. You can choose your life. You can choose whether you want to be rich or poor. You can choose whether you want to be successful or not. You can choose. All of us are telling us poor leaders and all that. When our poor leaders were being poor leaders, what were they choosing for Zambia? They were choosing poverty. You get it? So if Zambia is poor, it's because of leadership. Let me ask you a question. How many female presidents have we had? So if we want to say the way Zambia is, who would put the blame on? Men. Who have been the biggest ministers? How many female minister of finance have we had? 1. 2? Who is the second one? Okay. How many female minister of trade, industry, commerce, Shani? So the female ministers have been very few. Am I correct? And oftentimes they don't hold strategic positions. And why is that? Why is it that we have 50.3% of Zambia are women, but less than 16% of leaders are women? Why? Because of men. So if we are going to look at anything that is wrong with Zambia, what should we look at? The man. Now, if you are not serious, you want to blame people, then you blame the man. But rather we are saying, why don't we prepare the man for leadership? Why don't we prepare you for the future? So that your children and your children's children will not blame men anymore. What will they be doing? They will be celebrating men. Because every man is in a boy. So how do we release the man in you? Have you noticed nobody was born a man? Have you noticed? You are born what? A boy. In fact, they don't just born you a boy, they born you a male. So there is a man in every male. There is a leader in every male. How do I know? You told me the woman is in the man, isn't it? Even the man is in the man. So every man is carrying a family. And the family is the nucleus of society, isn't it? So every man, society is based on man. And oftentimes, leadership of society is based on man. So if we fail with our men, we will fail as a society. How many of you like the way your life is now? You like it? Okay, again, only us one. Good. So, how many of you like, you know I grew up in a compound? I grew up in a compound. My father was a government worker. You know they pay government workers little. And my father never stole because he prided himself, he will never steal, blah, 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 blah. If it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't go to school or finish school. Because at that time in my father's life, of course, he didn't know God. He was raised like that. He was raised that you can have 2, 3 women. My father had 11 children, and he had 3 women that gave him children. So I'm coming from a very polygamous society. But you know that breeds poverty too. Okay? Poverty is not a status. Poverty is inheritance. You inherit poverty, you pass it to the next generation. Okay? If you choose to listen to us, you will defeat poverty. Whatever you do today will affect your children tomorrow. How many of you want to say, I want to go to Dubai, I want to go abroad? What's stopping you? Finance, isn't it? So, what we will separate is this. What you want is not money. What you want is the ability to do what you want to do, isn't it? So, money gives you that ability, but how do I get the money? Without stealing, raping, cheating, killing, all those things we put there. How are other people getting the money? One of the things they teach you is this. They teach you have to go to school. Isn't it? Why do you go to school? To get a job. Why do you go to a job? To get money. Why do you need money? So they've taught you that the only way you get money is through this line. But did you notice all those things we listed on crude oil? Did you see all the things we listed on water? All the things we listed on, what else do we do? On wood? Yes. Now, who brought out all those things in water, in crude, in tree? Who brought them out? You notice that the tree didn't know what was inside it. The water doesn't know what is inside it. It is the man that brings it out. And I'm saying man here because we are men here. Okay? I'm not saying human beings. I'm not saying mankind because we're talking to men here. Now, when you understand that, it means that if you don't develop this person, the things you have, you can never bring out. Can we concentrate on that? Think about it. So if you don't have the right person, what will they have? They'll just have trees, isn't it? Have you noticed we have a lot of trees in Zambia? How many paper are we producing? The only thing we are doing, from what you told me about tree, is charcoal. We are burning up our wood, isn't it? And we are opening the environment to climate change, correct? Because you are polluting the air. We are not planting more trees. We are not bringing the food, the herbs, the this, the that from it. Why? So what is happening? The Chinese man is coming into Zambia and is taking our wood, and they are creating doors, and they are creating this, and they are making money, and you are buying from them because we are not developing you. So you leave the boy, you say he's a boy. The boy can't go into the kitchen. The boy can't this, the boy can't that. You know what you are doing to the boy? You are killing that boy. Because the boy, if a tree has things in it, if crude oil has something in it, if air, water have things in it, don't you think you have things in you? Can you imagine? So you see, the sad thing is this. The way we are trained is they teach you that the only thing you have is nothing but sweat. So the only thing they teach you is go and look for a job. And that job, they don't tell you you have it. So what do we want to do? We want to help you see what is inside you. Because if you don't see it, you can't bring it out. Does it make sense? How can we help you become successful? How can we help you become rich? Because every one of you can be rich. The rich are the ones that provide jobs. So if people go to school, all of them are looking for what? Job. If all of us are looking for job, who is going to create the job? For you to get a job. You see why nobody has a job? That's why there's unemployment, isn't it? Because everybody goes to school to get a job. So imagine this. Let's imagine this. Say you, how many of you from Kablonga Boys? Awesome, my guys. Give Kablonga Boys a big hand, please. No, Kablonga Boys. They are just here, isn't it? Okay, how many people from Twin Palm? Super, guys. Give them a big hand, please. My guys. Because they are just here. You see, we can be friends because you are here, I'm here. Every day. So we can hang out, we can change life. How many people from Chivelo? A few of us. Put your hand. Don't worry, we'll make the world a better place. Give them a big hand for me, please. Okay. How about from Kablonga Basic? Anybody? Super, super, super. Give them a big hand for me. Who else is from a school around here that I didn't call your name? Nobody? Okay, what's your school? The one next to you, yes, you. Lusaka Boys. How many people from Lusaka Boys? One, you're representing. Put it up. Let's give a big hand for Lusaka Boys. You see, at the end of the day, what we're saying to you is this. What they give you in school is not enough for life. The education you have today was the education the white man created. The white man created it so they can have workers to work their companies, so they can make money from Africa. But you now have to think about yourself. What is inside you? What are the skills? What are the things in you that you can bring out? Where did Toyota come from? Somebody's mind. Where did Honda come from? Where did the table come from? Where did your jeans come from? Where did your shirt come from? So without a human being, without you, Zambia will have nothing. Can you imagine how important you are? Let me show you something. So, come for me. 3 of you, please come. Yes. These are big boys. Give them a big hand. They're going to bam bam today. Okay? So let's do it this way. You are the tallest. You're tallest. Come to the back. Okay? So let's see how poverty comes into the world. So you go to that side. So when he is born, yeah? Where were these 2 people? He's a boy. Where are these two people? They are inside of him. Correct? They are all inside of him. Then I'm going to show you that just now. And then he grows. Where is he growing in? Where do you live? Where do you live? Come. Huh? Where's that? Mutendere East. So he lives in Mutendere East. Is he poor? When no, chill out, chill. Don't mind them, okay, don't mind them. You see, the problem is this. You are looking at him, his body, and you are judging. When you say he's poor, you are not saying he's poor, you are saying his parents are poor. Him, he can be anything he likes. What did I say makes your life? Choice. Because his parents did not know how to choose, they probably lived their life to work for somebody's job. They were waiting for somebody 30 days to give them one salary. It was a choice because they didn't know better. Now, he is now born to that family. Did he apply to God for that family to be his father and mother? So is it his fault? Now, when he came into the world, what happened? Based on his parents, they taught him, what's your name? Huh? Ruth. Lot. So, if he was going to choose a name, what name do you think he would choose? But the parents looked at him and said, you look like Lot. Your name shall be Lot. Correct? Then, who gave you your language? Your grandfather. What language do you speak? Tumbuka. So, he's now Tumbuka. Did he choose his language? Could he choose any language in the world? Yes. Do you know any of you can speak any language? As a child, you can speak up to 7 to how many languages at the same time? But what did they choose for him? Tumbuka. And Tumbuka comes with behavior, isn't it? Tumbuka behavior, isn't it? Did he choose his behavior? The food you eat, did you choose anyone? Have you noticed this boy has not made a choice for his life? Who chose your school? Notice. Who is making his choices for him? Now, the school, so he's born in Mutendere. Were you born in Mutendere East or where?
Kaoma.
You were born in Kaoma, so he was born in Kaoma, Southern Province.
Western.
Western Kaoma this side. Okay, not Choma, Kaoma. Now, Kaoma this side. Now, when he was born, what do you think his environment did to him? The environment started to shape his mind. So he started to see himself like his environment. Was he born poor? No. He can be anything he wants to be. But because he sees the environment, he says, I'm like them. Do you understand? How many of you chose Nshima as your food? You were born. They gave you milk, correct? From your mother, correct? Your father was Zungulila somewhere. Then, after the milk, what were they eating in that area? Some areas is millet, some areas is maize, isn't it? So what did they start giving you? Porridge. Did you choose? No. Some other side, what were they eating? Cornflakes, shani, correct? Yes. Because that's what they had in the environment. You chose it. Did you choose? No. They chose for you. Were there many houses they could stay? But he stayed in the house where his parents were staying, correct? Yes. We're starting from him. Now, all that is going on, what is it doing? It's shaping Lot's mind. Now, anytime you say Lot, he will look at you. You know why? Because they've programmed his mind that this is who you are. Correct? Good. So now, his school, his everything is based on his parents and his environment, not based on his potential. In fact, right now, Lot doesn't even know who he is, what he can do. Are you with me? So the parents now tell him, you have to go to school so you can get a job, so you can get money, so you can this. But the parent doesn't have money to send him to the best school, so he has to go and in school, he's around many lots. So boys start teaching boys how to be men. Do you get it? That's what you call peer pressure now. Okay? What happens? Because he doesn't get the right thing, he becomes what society will call poor. Does that mean he is poor? No. It's that he never discovered his potential. He still has that potential in him. Till the day he dies, he can choose to be different. But he doesn't know. So he keeps, when somebody is poor, do you know how they look at themselves? They look at themselves as not good, people are better than them, so their self-esteem, yes? Their self-esteem, Mama talked about that, becomes low. Guess what happens? They take this self-esteem, they pass it to their children. How? Every time the child says, I want something. You know, when you are a child, you can want every big thing. What's the first thing your parents tell you? No, 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 you can't afford it. Something, something. Those people are better. And you start passing. So this man is now big now. He's now 17. Don't afraid, Lord, we're together. Okay? He's 17, he's 18. What happens? He doesn't understand his sexuality. He doesn't understand he's a father now. He doesn't understand there are other human beings inside him. So he sees somebody with breasts now, and his eyes is, and he's, you know, and he doesn't understand he has some chemicals in his body that when he sees breasts, everything changes. He becomes a prophet. He starts to prophesy to the girl, I see you in my future. I will die for you. He starts to prophesy, isn't it? As he's prophesying, the girl's brain is going. Amen? And the girl is getting dizzy. What's happening now? The chemicals in his body, the chemicals in the girl's body, they are mixing now. Ooh. There's a cocktail in the body now. All he's thinking now is what? What's going on downstairs? You see, when things are happening downstairs, the blood in your brain moves from thinking, it moves to action. So now you have an erection and you are not thinking normally anymore. You've forgotten about your future. You've forgotten about the future of the child you may have. You've forgotten about the future of the girl. You are not thinking about any other thing. But just 2 minutes of pleasure now. You need to get your problem. You need a fix. But in that his fix, he's mixing with who now? Chileshe. Come, walk with me. So he's now mixing with Chile. Is your girlfriend Chileshe? No. So now this boy is dangerous. You know why? Nobody has taught him to be a man. The only people he knows around is his friends. And the friends, all they have is social media, seeing people doing pornography and nonsense. So to him, he wants to practice on Chileshe now. Correct? Is he thinking about, does he understand whether Chileshe has womb? Is he thinking about that? What's he thinking about? Just sex. And that sex is so he can go back to his boys and tell the boys, man, I had sex from the back, from the front, from the top, from the under, everywhere. On the floor in the kitchen. They don't even have kitchen. Under the tree. All those things. That's what the boy is thinking about. Am I correct? Yes? Is he thinking about God? Is he thinking about heaven or hell? Is he thinking about his father, his mother, his sister, his brother? Is he thinking about school or school fees? No, never. So every day, all we are thinking about is girls and sex and girls and sex. And in fact, we feel we are better men when we have many girls that you can go and boast to your friends. Ah, that one I've slept down. That one I've slept down. That one, me, I've slept down. Then the friends will clap for you. Champion. Isn't it? And you feel good. But guess what is happening? Every time you are doing that, your time is passing. You remember Mama talked about distractions. No concentration. So now all you are thinking about is girls. They tell him to read. Is he going to read his books? No. What is he thinking about? Sex. And he's not thinking about the girl, he's just thinking about the pleasure of ejaculation. He just wants to get that. That's all. If he can't get a girl, he'll go to the bathroom with Vaseline. Am I correct? Then they say, what are you doing in the bathroom? He say, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hello? Is this boy thinking about exam now? So during exam, what's happening to him? He's failing. Now, because he's failing, what kind of job will he get? And don't forget, he has hammered Chileshe, so Chileshe is now pregnant. What's happening to Chileshe now? She will drop out of school because she will be ashamed. Her parents will tell her, you are not our daughter anymore. All those things will happen. Chileshe will stop school. This one is not going to school anymore. Is he thinking about Chileshe now? No. Who is he thinking about? Doreen. He's thinking about Doreen now. So him, between 18 and 21, he has 3 children. He has no education. Hello? I'm showing you how poverty comes. That's how poverty comes. So now, Chileshe and Doreen, they've stopped school in grade 11, grade 9, grade 7. He has not gone through grade 12. They now have 3 children, and he's still a child. So one of the children, what's your name now? Michael. So Michael is now here. So the father is 20. Michael is 1. You are beating your son. You see now. You see, when men are broke, they beat their children. They are broke, that's why they beat. Now, imagine he's 20 years old. His son is 1 year old. He has a job now as a garden boy or something because he didn't finish school, isn't it? Yes. So they are paying him 1,000 kwacha a month. What hope is there for, your name is what? Michael. What hope is there for Michael now? Is Michael poor? No. Is that Lot made poor choices? And because of Lot's poor choices, Michael now is coming into a world thinking the world is poor. It's not the world that is poor. It is his father, Lot, that is poor. And why is Lot poor? Because Lot had wrong choices, because they didn't raise Lot the right way. And it's not their fault, because they too didn't have somebody to raise them to know this thing. And it's not their fault. So generation. So you see, mango will produce what? Mango. Will produce what else come? What's your name? Lazarus. So now, Michael is bringing Lazarus. All of them are what now? Mango, mango, mango. Poor. You bring after your kind. So it's not Lazarus' fault. Whose fault is it? Not even Michael now, it's Lot. Is it Lot's fault? No, it's Lot's. Is it Lot's father's fault? No. So how do we change it? If we can take Lazarus and we raise him from the dead, and we say, Lazarus, come this side. Do you know you can choose? And we start talking to Lazarus. And Lazarus sees what we are saying. Lazarus will now say, okay, teach me about these chemicals. Teach me about school. Teach me about business. Teach me how to make the right choices. And you support Lazarus to start making the right choice. What has Lazarus chosen? Lazarus is saying, I'm not going to be poor anymore. I want to be rich. What changed Lazarus' life? A choice. And once Lazarus says, I want to be rich, Lazarus will start asking, how can I do it? Then you see people will step up and say, let me teach you. But while Lazarus is going to do this, guess what? He's going back to the home of poverty, isn't it? To the society, the environment. So what happens once he goes back there? His friends start laughing at him. Say, where did you start? You think you can be better than us. And he will feel discouraged. And most of the time, he wants them to like him, isn't it? So he goes back and becomes poor again. Then he remembers, I chose to be rich. Then he will step out one time. So Lazarus now is fighting, because now for him to be accepted as one of the boys, he must drink like them. When you are drinking, what are you doing? Give this picture. People, where do you drink? In bars, isn't it? Bars and places. Who gets rich when you are drinking? Not the barman. The barman has a job. The owner. So who makes the owner rich? You. So every time you are drinking, what are you doing? You are enriching rich people by becoming poorer. Who makes the rich rich? The poor. How many barmen? One. How many owner of bar? One. How many drunkards? So all those 200 people every day go and give offering to the barman. They fight to give offering in church. But to the barman, ooh, they give offering every day. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a day. They are giving offering. Now, after you drink, what do you do with that drink? So, how much is beer? 20 kwacha. Which type of beer? Eagle. Eagle. That's how many liters is inside? 500 mils. So I take 20 kwacha, I give the owner of the bar for Eagle. I take 500 mils of alcohol and whatever is inside the bottle. When I drink the 500 mils, is one bottle enough? How many bottles? 5 or 6. Do you know if you are alone, you don't even drink one when you are with your friends? So the reason you drink 5 is because of the environment. You get it? So 5 is what? 100 kwacha. So I have contributed to the family of that bar owner that day, 100 kwacha. But I go to my home. How much do I have? So I steal my father's money. I steal my mother's money to go and give it to who? The owner of that bar. Am I making his family rich? What am I doing to my family? I'm making my family poor. I steal my father's phone, my sister's phone. I sell it for 200, 300. I take the money to the bar. Me and my friend, we drink. What have I done? I've made my family poor. I've made a bar owner what? So the bar owner takes our money, opens another bar for more poor people to come and throw away their life. Then after you've drank your 5, you bought the beer, correct? Is your beer. Am I correct? Now, you drink that beer. Before you leave that place, what do? You go to the toilet. What do? The beer you bought with your money, you give it back to the bar. So, the beer and the money you left behind, what did you go home with? Poverty. You didn't go home with nothing. You went home with poverty. And guess what? You do it over and over and over again. Do you understand how people get poor? Hello? Now, the one you don't give the barman, what do you give? You give the one that sells the condom. You give the one that sells the food, chicken and chips. You give the girl. Why are men poor? Because of choices. If they kept that money and they used the money to open their own businesses, will they have money? So is there any poor person? No. They're only people with wrong choices. So question, give these big boys a big hand. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lazarus. Thank you, Michael. What did I use them to do? Thank you. I used them to give an example of where we are coming from. Now, it's not a nice picture. Is it a nice picture? Is that a nice picture? But you know what I'm saying to you now? Before you leave here, you have a choice. Are you going to transfer to your child, to your next generation, poverty, or are you going to be the one to start to say, I want my children to be rich? How many of you would have loved your parents to send you out to London, to America, to Dubai? Everybody. Now, is it possible that you say to yourself, my children will not live in the compound, my children will not live per plot, my children will not be, my children, can you say that now? You can. Can you say to yourself from now, my children will attend the best schools. What I have suffered, my children will never suffer. Can you say that? What are you saying? What are you doing when you are saying that? You are making a choice. Can you say, I won't end up a garden boy? It's a choice. Who is making people who they are? Not devil, but what? Their choices. It's time to start to choose, because your life is what? Your choice. Nobody owes you anything. It is up to you to choose. I'll do one more session with you if we have the time, and we want to show you how life... Do I have the time? What time is lunch? Is lunch ready? Not yet. So can I go further? Any questions so far? Because I won't come back in the afternoon. What has this said to you? I want to hear from you. What does this mean to you? What does it say to you? Tell me. Yes? I like that. Say it again. Nobody is poor. What are they there for? If they are not poor, what's the problem? Wrong choices. Why do they have wrong choices? Wrong information. Wrong environment. You get it? Good. Yes? Whose hand? Lift up your hand if you want to talk. And that's why you like New Dawn government. New Dawn government is saying, youth, you can be everywhere. It starts with the mind. Yes?
I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Can you give him a big hand for me for reading? Give him a big hand. That's what young people don't do. They don't read. Awesome stuff. Thank you for that. Yes?
Yeah, it was written by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
The guy.
Everybody should read Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yes.
Awesome book. Yes? I've read it.
And I also read a book called Think and Grow Rich.
Awesome. Give him another big hand for me. Think and Grow Rich. Are you writing them down? You must read them. Number one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Number two, Think and Grow Rich. It's free on the internet. You can get those two books on the internet free of charge.
Yes. And also, according to what another book, The Millionaire Fast Lane.
Fantastic. Give him another big hand for me. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The Millionaire. Can I tell you something? If you look around your environment, we said environment conditions your thinking. If you look around your environment, how many rich people do you see there? That means if you don't see rich people around you, where do you think you will see rich people's secrets? In books.
Yes.
So where do you think you will meet rich people to learn from them? From books they have written. So it means that if I want to change my life, I must love books. If I don't like reading books, not science book, success book, money book, if you're not reading books on it, it will be hard for you to be inspired to want it. Yes? And what did you learn?
Yes, so according to what you've said, I learned a lot, especially about the education system.
Yes.
If we look at the background of how education came about, we look at the people who came with the education system, are the rich people, the government, and the church.
Yes.
So first the church, they wanted people to learn how to read the Bible and all those kind of stuff. And then the rich men, they wanted to teach people so that after they graduate and stuff like that, those people can start working
for them to make them richer.
Yes, and then the government, they wanted people to learn their ways of how they do things so that they can be abiding by their own rules and stuff like that.
Yes.
So the education system is all about making us a living, but a business and all those kind of stuff, they'll make us a fortune.
Fantastic. Yes. So our job is to give you the education they didn't give you to make you successful. And we've done it so well for so many groups of people. And if you want, today starts our journey with you. That from now, even if it's every week, you tell me you are ready, every week, every Saturday, I'll be here and we'll be teaching you how to prosper. You go to school, you learn biology, chemistry, physics, agri, whatever, to get your certificate. We teach you what gives you success. We teach you what gives you business. We teach you what, and we'll bring people that are successful to tell you how to do it. Are you with me? Are you with, don't get distracted about water. It's just water. What you should be excited about is your life, isn't it? Good. So how many of you, if I asked you, what do you want in life? The microphone is still going around. Oh. Yes, what do you want in life? I can't hear. You want success. Yes, what do you want in life? Yes, sir. You want wealth. Awesome. I like that. I'm happy nobody's saying I want to go to heaven. Yes. Fulfillment. You want to be fulfilled. Fulfillment, yes?
To develop my country.
I like that. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Stand up, stand up. Give him a big hand for me. That's my man. One of the things everybody here must want is to develop Zambia. Okay? In fact, please give him another big hand for that. Good. What's the problem with Zambia? Leadership. So, what should boys be aiming for? To be good leaders for Zambia. The president in 2050 is a boy, isn't it? You have this 2022, correct? 2026, there's a president coming. 2031, there's a president coming. Why can't you be president in 2036? In the next 20 years? Why can't you start dreaming and saying, I want to serve my country, I want to be the president by 2036, and from now, you start preparing yourself, and you get into politics. Why do you complain about politics when you don't want to become a politician? You want to be a politician? Very good. Because without politicians, everything we do suffer. Therefore, if you don't prepare to be a politician, then another politician come and steal your money. Are the boys here? Are you with me? Now, the thing is this. How do I become successful? How do I get wealthy? How do I get fulfillment? How do I become a great leader? How do I become a great servant? You know what we call them here? We call them, I hope this is for whiteboard. Yes. How do we get servant, transformational, authentic, that means ethical, responsible leader? We want to raise you as star leaders. Everybody here can become a leader of Zambia. Everybody here. Because leadership is not just in politics. It can be in money. You get it? So by the time we finish our journey, if you join us and you want to walk with us, each of you will be a leader. Because we'll teach you how. We'll teach you success. We'll teach you money, wealth. We'll teach you how to be fulfilled in life. We'll teach you a lot of leadership. And we can guarantee you that every one of you will have a successful life if you listen. I can guarantee you, my father was a civil servant. I spent my life raising people, training people. Toyota makes cars, I make successful people. So, and there's evidence for that. We can make you like that. You see him at 10 years old, can you see the evidence? So, if a 10-year-old can be like this, then you can be awesomely better. What is it I need to fulfill this? What is the thing that will make me fulfill? Do you have everything it takes to get this? What do you need? Let's list it. Let me show you the things you need to get here. What are the things you think? The resources, the requirements for this. Number one, yes? Correct information. I like that. Look at this word, information. You're my friend now. You know you're my friend now. What's your name? Solomon. Ooh, Rich Solomon. So, information. We need markers. Information. Look at this word, information. What do you see there? Somebody is in formation. That means when you start hearing things, you start your process of transformation. That means I can move from, look at this. So this is poor. This is rich, correct? What is between the two? Number one, what did you say? A man, good. But what's between the two is what? Information. So we have follower, leader, boy, man. What else? It goes on. Now, our job, what we want to do is move you from here to here. And we can guarantee you that 100%, if you will follow, 100% will have all these things. We can guarantee that. If you will follow. Okay? So you have no risk. The only risk is what you come here. If you follow this, you will get that. So what do you think will move me from here to here? Number one is information. What will information do to you? Information will inspire you. It will make you say, I can. Inspiration will move you to aspire. I want. Does it make sense? If information doesn't come, you will remain the same because you will always operate based on what you know. If new thing doesn't enter your head, nothing will change in your life. So if we leave you like this, you will become everything you saw your parents be. Probably that you didn't like. Because it's the same information they pass to you, you are going to pass to your children. So the next generation will be exactly like you, but worse. Are you getting it? So if you don't do something now, I can predict your future. Okay? So I need to aspire. Oh, I want. But if I don't perspire, it's not going to happen. I must work. I must sweat. I must do the work. This is seed, isn't it? So the farmer has seed. What is inside the seed? Harvest. What brings out what's in the harvest? Work. And time. So if I put, each of you is seed. Each of you has things inside you. For us to bring out what's inside you, we need all these things. Work, time, this. And the greatest thing you have to bring the change is your mind. If I can't change your mind, I can't touch your life. You see these things? Work, time. Do you pay for this? Have you noticed everything that will change your life is free of charge? So nobody has an excuse to say, I don't have a sponsor. Everything that will change your life is inside your mind. So my job is to help you work that mind so that you can become what you want to be. You see, when you don't understand to make your choice, you become what they want you to be. You become what the devil wants you to be. You become, but when you start using what I'm talking about, you will become what you want to be. So take your sheet of paper, write down now, what do you want to be? Write it down. You have a pen and a paper. I want you to write. What do you want to be? And I'll show you how to be it. What do you want to be? Imagine, don't think about money. Just write out, what do you want? What will make you the happiest man? What do you want to be? As a man, what do you want to be? As a father, what do you want to be? As a husband, what do you want to be? Because all those things are in you, man. What do you want to be? As a citizen of Zambia, what do you want to be? You see, you have different roles inside of you. You are one, an individual. You're a man. You're a father. You're a businessman. You're an employee. You're an employer. You're a citizen. You're a leader. You're a son. You're a brother. All of that is inside you. What do you want to be? Now, you don't look at me because I know what I want to be. You write down what you want to be. I don't believe what you want to be is just one line. The clearer the picture, the quicker the future. The clearer the picture, the quicker the future. That means when you are clear, you don't have a notebook. You don't have a notebook. You have? You have a pen? Write. You don't want to write? Okay, you write later. No problem. You know that's what life is? Freedom. Nobody should take your freedom. You have a right to be you. So if you don't want to write, you don't have to write. It's your life. You can choose. You know what I want to be? Right. While you are writing, I'll be gossiping about me. I want to change Africa to bring Africa to prosperity. I want to train all the young people in Africa, teach them how to prosper and how to be good leaders, because the biggest problem in Africa is leadership. So I want to raise leaders for Africa. And you see, I'm doing my dream, isn't it? We're gathering you now. You see Action for Empowerment. Action for Empowerment is an organization in Kalingalinga Mutendere there, raising and empowering people, helping you to become something. So this is done by the Leadership Farm, Action for Empowerment, and Harvest Mission Church. And all we are saying is that you are important to Zambia. And if you can work with us, we can change the country Zambia together, because you are the future of Zambia. So my desire is not to have 20 billion, it's to have 20 million Zambians changing 1.2 billion Africans. You see, very soon you'll be flying from plane to plane, going to different African countries. You'll be teaching them things. Very soon. Is what you want. Life doesn't give you what you ask for, it gives you what you want, what you are ready to pay for. Life will give you anything. If I take maize and I put it in the ground, it will give me harvest, maize, isn't it? If I take soybeans, it will give me soybeans. If I put nothing on the ground, it will give me nothing. That's how your life is. Is what you put in, you will get out. So today, one of the things you get is this: nobody is responsible for your life but you. And what is responsible for your life? What is it? Your choices. Your choices. I can put food in your front. If you don't want to eat, nobody can make you eat. I can give you all the money in the world. Have you noticed when you give poor people money, they get poorer? Have you noticed? Because when you give a poor person money, what's the first thing they do? They go and spend it. They buy nonsense. They buy clothes. They buy beer. They carry girls out. They eat a full chicken. Every day they'll be eating one full chicken, one full chicken, one full chicken, one full chicken. That's poverty. They'll buy the most expensive jeans. That's what they're thinking about. Give them 1 week, they're poor again. So money doesn't make you rich. Is my time up? Okay? Have you written? Who is bold to tell me something? Yes, share with me. Microphone. You want to be what?
A great leader.
You want to be a great leader. Good.
Yes.
I like great leader. I like where you put great in front of leader. Yes.
And a great businessman.
Good.
A gear changer.
A gear changer.
I want to shift gears.
You want to shift gears. Awesome.
Yes.
I like
and
that.
Then if there's one thing that the major thing that I've picked from today is that society is the greatest killer, because everybody is trying to be the same, because
everybody is trying to be the same. Meanwhile, everybody is different.
Yes, because the example that you gave to say when you give a poor person money, it just makes them more poor.
Yeah.
Because the way they think is that the rich eat a full chicken every day.
That's what they think.
When the rich, they cook a full chicken the day and they can still eat what has remained for tomorrow.
And the rich may not even eat of the chicken.
So now, the poor get more poor because the society is telling them to say the rich live like this.
Yeah.
Because if I have to give an example to say, it's okay for you to choose a different path from others, because if we give an example to say they're giving out free money, you see everybody running, you would run. They're saying that we're giving out free knowledge. People say, what can I do with knowledge?
Yes.
What can I do with knowledge? So they'll go for free money, meaning that money is going to finish, and it's not a life-lasting investment. So I would rather go for free knowledge.
Awesome. And this is free knowledge. This is what will change your life. You don't have to pay for it. People that have done it are ready to teach you. Yes, where are the hands I saw there? Give me that. Thank you, Oswald. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How many of you really want to be successful? You are in the place that can help you do that. And we are ready to work with you. Serious. We're not giving you money. We're giving you knowledge. Why? Money is a distraction for you at this age. Money is a what? A distraction for you. Until you know how to use money, if you get money, it makes you worse. Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Yes, I myself would like to be a man of purpose.
Awesome.
A business guru.
Yes.
I would also love to make Africa, or should I say Zambia, part of one of the first world nations.
Fantastic.
So as to make sure that we become trendsetters rather than always following.
Fantastic.
With.
Now, what we need to do is a man of purpose. What is that purpose? I want to see that purpose. Write it down.
All right.
Oh, I want to lead Africa. In what area? There are many areas.
Yes.
And like Oswald said, we don't want to be... You see, when you come to understand purpose, you understand that there's no competition in life.
True.
You don't compete with anybody because your purpose is... Can the mango tree compete with the orange tree? No. No, there's no basis of comparison or competition. So when you understand your purpose, it eliminates competition. And it brings focus and direction. Because you stop trying to be anything else, you just focus on your purpose. And like Oswald said, you learn to appreciate and be different. True. You are comfortable being you. They may not follow you now, they'll follow you very soon. IBM did not follow Microsoft. But now the whole world is following Microsoft. Because they were able to walk on their own and say, I'm a purpose-driven person.
True.
You get it?
Yes, sir.
Now, my offer to you is, can we help you become that?
Yes, sir.
We're ready to help you become that. Why? Our goal at the Leadership Farm is that by 2064, Zambia should be a first world nation. It's our written goal. Our vision is to inspire Africa. Our mission is to raise the next generation of leaders. And that's the same thing you see Action for Empowerment doing, and that's the same thing you see Harvest Mission Church doing. So that partnership is what has brought you here today. And if you truly are serious, everything you need to say, I want to take my next step, to lift us, to shift the gears, you have it here free of charge. You have no excuse anymore. Some of you have been praying, God, how? Like my brother there, he's been saying, why are they not supporting? Well, what you've been looking for is here now. The question is, how will you use it? Will you use it, or will you just come and play and waste your time and go back? And in 4 or 5 years, you are like everybody else. Come on. Do you know in the next 5, 6, 7 years, each of you here can be driving a car? In America, in the UK, those places you go, what age do you think they buy their cars? 16, 17, 18. Do you think their parents buy them their cars? No. It's only in Africa you see kids waiting for their parents to buy them cars. In those places, even children of rich people don't wait for their parents to buy their cars. They buy their own car themselves. They work from 16. Now, who says you can't have your business? You see a 10-year-old boy has 2 businesses and is earning money. Why can't you do it? You know why you can't do it? Because you didn't know you could do it. Nobody ever told you before you could do it. So now we are telling you what you can do. We're not telling you what to do. We want to show you what you can do for you to make the right choice and change Zambia. Because every time you change, another Zambian changes. You change some Zambian's life. And then you become, you know why young people don't have a lot of things going for them? They don't have role models to show them what they can be. So you become the role models for the generation that will deliver first world. Nothing is impossible. It's just what you think. How many of you can be billionaires here? Every one of you can be a billionaire. Every one of you can be a billionaire. You know sometimes why you don't become? You feel sorry for yourself. You say, we are poor. You are not poor. Your parents are poor, not you. Who is poor? Not you. And not everybody here, by the way, is their parent financially insolvent. So don't mind the generalization. Now, how do I get there? Because when it's time for me to break, tell me. So I can just stop. Okay? What is it that I need? What are the two most important things to make me the person I want to be? Number one, I gave you, is your mind. Your mind. Write down in your book, my mind is my greatest asset. The greatest thing you have to change your life, to help you shift your gears, is your mind. I like what Oswald says. He says, I want to shift gears. The greatest thing you have, everybody was born with it, is your mind. You can have no legs, no hands. As long as you have a mind, you will be rich and prosper. So the quality of your life, write it down, is based on the quality of your mind. The quality of your life is based on the quality of your mind. The greatest investment you make is not in clothes. The greatest investment you make is not in sneakers. The greatest investment you make is not in girls. Anybody investing in a girl is a poor man. Girlfriends are liabilities. A liability is something you spend money on and you get nothing from. And if you are paying for sex, that is terrible. Hello? You can't buy sex, be buying her things, be buying her this, be buying her that. You are paying 20,000 kwacha just for 2 seconds. What's the matter with you? That's a poor man that does that. You get it? Yes. You go and book hotel to go and sleep for 2 hours. Waste your money you can use to build a business just to have play, touch somebody's skin. How can you pay to touch skin? Don't you have skin? Touch your own skin. Pay yourself. Touch yourself. Say, oh, you are very nice. Then give yourself 100 kwacha. Buy yourself talk time. Buy yourself chicken and chips. What is girlfriend? Liability. You want to carry girl, you will spend money you don't have. Then you start stealing. Then you start lying. There's time for everything. Yes, sir. Enjoyment, a rich man's pleasure is not enjoyment. A rich man's pleasure is achievement of their goals. Every rich man is happy and satisfied by the fulfillment of the progressive achievement of their goals. That's what makes them happy. Money is a comfort, but what really makes the rich happy is that they are fulfilling their dreams. It's called self-actualization. Okay? The poor person is the one that goes for enjoyment. You see poor people, let's enjoy. You know what rich people say? Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Where are we going? So that their work is their fun. And their business pays for all their enjoyment. A job doesn't make you rich. A business makes you rich. A job never makes you rich. It gives you money to survive. They give you 30 days to make one salary. If you're in Africa. Abroad, they pay you every week. Here, they pay you every day. Sorry, every month, isn't it? So imagine, let's say this. How much is a good salary? Give me a good salary. How much? 5 pin, 5,000. 500,000, that's a good salary. I like that one. So let's just start with 5 pin. Okay, 5 pin. 5 pin divided by 30 is how much? 5 pin divided by 30 is what? Who has calculator? 6. No, 5 pin, 5,000 kwacha divided by 30. How much is that? Who has a phone? 160. So it means they're paying you 160 a day. 160 kwacha a day. Correct? It's 16. 116. 116. So if I get 5 pin a month, they're paying me 116 a day. Divide the 116 by 8. How much is that by 8? 116 divided by 8 is what? So they are saying that I am worth 14 kwacha per hour. 14 point what? So 15. Let's just up it. 15 kwacha an hour. If you use your mind, can't you make 15 kwacha an hour? You see, that's what business people do. They stop waiting for someone to give them that 116 a day. They go and think, how can I make 116 a day? How can I make... And this person is working for 8 hours. The business person can work for 12 to, let's say, 14 hours. So the business person does not live their life in control of other people. The business person takes control and say, how can I make this money without stealing or hurting anybody or breaking the laws of Zambia? You get it? So they don't wait for somebody to give them. Now that business person can supply, instead of waiting for one person to give me salary after 30 days, why can't I work for 30 people and get 30 salaries every day? Why can't I get 116 every day? 30 people. That means I can make 5,000 a day. If I make 5,000 a day in 30 days, how much have I made? 30 days. 150,000. Is that bad? That's why they call them entrepreneurs. They engage. You want to make money? You want to do business. You want to be rich? You must have something you are doing. Either you are doing business or you own your business. You are the owner of the law firm, the owner of the medical practice. You're a professional, you are the owner, so you're a business person, even though you are doing a profession. Write down, money is easy. Poverty is hard. Money is easy. Poverty is hard. The only thing with money is work. You work. Poverty, you labor. You sweat. Okay? So, what are things I need for this? Very easy. I need my mind. What's the next thing I need to make it happen for me that is free of charge? I need time. These two things are the most valuable things you have. Number one, your mind. Number two, these two things are the most valuable. Your mind is your greatest asset. Your time is your greatest resource. Resource is what you use to achieve the thing. What is your greatest asset? Your mind. That means what is valuable. The most valuable thing you have is your mind. What is the thing you use to achieve every dream? Time. So time becomes your greatest resource. What does time measure? Time measures what? What do they use time to measure? Yes? What does time measure?
Time measures the difference between two intervals.
Okay, two intervals between poor and rich. But what time measures for you is your life. You get it? So he gave me a scientific definition of it, but in your practical, when they say Oswald is 10 years old, what are they saying? That's the time he has spent on the earth. So what does time measure? Life. Therefore, if I waste my time, what am I wasting? What do you think most young people do? So let's break down your life. Are you ready? You ready? So let's look at this. Guys at the back, please. My job is talking. So don't leave me to talk too much. So tell me my time is up. Don't be nice. Just tell me my time is up. Otherwise, we can talk and talk and talk because these men are important to me. Time is up. It's not you controlling the time. People at the back. Okay? Bosses, they're tired. Okay, sorry, they've corrected me. Say, he's tired. They are not tired. He's tired. So they've corrected me there. So sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, what we're doing here, we're preparing, your lunch is on the way. Am I correct? Or is he here? It's coming? So 5 minutes. So let me do this quickly. You have what you have, times and seasons. Okay? This is your life. Time measures what? Life. Time measures what? Life. So let's break our times down. Most of the time you have morning, correct? You have afternoon. You have evening, correct? You have night. Correct? In your seasons, you have summer. Let's start with the beginning of it is winter. That's the beginning of the year. You have summer. No, you have spring. You have summer. You have autumn. Okay? Now, this is your life, basically. Please get this. It's very important. Now, in this your life, when is the morning of your life? The morning of your life is 0 to when? When can you legally vote? At what age can you vote? 18. So legally, they're saying, do they give 16-year-old voters card? Unless what? Unless what? NRC, you change your NRC. Oh, you get your NRC. Oh, I get it. I was talking about. So 0 to 18, if you like. In most other countries, 0 to 21. Okay? At 21, people expect you to do things for yourself. At 18 to 21, you start saying, look, I'm an adult, I'm an adult, I'm an adult, isn't it? You can't tell me what to do, I'm an adult. People start saying that. So this is the morning of your life. Now, let's use 21. So 21 to about 35 is the afternoon of your life. From 35, they say you're no longer a youth, isn't it? From 35 to about, what is the retirement age? 65? That's the evening of your life. Then you enter the night of your life at 65. So this is your life, basically. Yeah? If you don't understand this very well, most people end up poor. Statistically, by science, over 65 to 70% of people are financially destitute at the age of 65. This is where people say they are retiring, then they are harassing their children to send them money. You know why they're harassing their children? They didn't plan their life. So they are now a burden on their children. Now, I'm saying this to you because if you don't plan your life from now, that's going to be you in the next 50 years. And 50 years is just like this. How many of you can remember when Corona started? Have you noticed 3 years has gone so fast? You can blink, 3 years has finished. That's the same way 50 years goes. Whoop. Today I'm 53 years old. I can't imagine where my time went. Shoop, it has gone. 53. Okay? And the beautiful thing with you is this. At your age, I didn't have someone to teach me this. So guess what I did? In university, I used to follow babes. We used to organize parties. We used to do all that. I worked hard. I passed very well. Don't worry. But I wasted my time. I didn't drink. Thank God I didn't drink. One of the things that steals your life is alcohol. You know why? How many of you know why people drink so much? It's because of our culture. You remember what we showed with Lazarus and Mike? But more importantly, the alcohol companies get you from when you are a child, that throughout your life you become their customer. So once they can get you addicted, they are sure that half of your salary is coming to them. And how do they get you addicted? By advertisement, by showing you as if girls, once you are drinking Eagle, oh, girls will come around you. Have you noticed how they advertise this thing with naked girls and all those things? You know what they are doing? They are trying to get you to be an addict today so that every day of your life you are paying them money. You don't know that. You think it's enjoyment. It's not enjoyment. They're making you a customer. They're making you an addicted customer. That if you earn 5,000 kwacha, they are sure that 20 to 35% is coming to them. They are setting you up. Somebody gives you drugs today. Do you know what they are doing? They are not making you happy. They are making you a customer for life. That you will steal your mother, steal your father, steal your family business just to sell, to go and sniff. And they know that no matter what anybody does, you will remain there. So people that give you drugs will fight everybody else not to talk to you like this. They are just working on your mind to get you addicted to the substance so you can even take a gun and shoot somebody just to get money to go and take drugs. They are making you a lifelong customer. That's what businesses do. They are looking for lifelong customers. They don't care whether it's hurting your life. They don't care whether it's destroying your family. They don't care whether it's doing anything to your society. They just know, once I can give you drug once and you feel it, you will come back the next day. You will come back. You will sell your house. You will fight your mother. You will beat your father just to get money to come and give them. What they want is not you. Is the money you will go and help them get from society and destroy your life. Now, you don't know that. As a young boy at this age, you think, wow, I'm having fun. I'm feeling good. Oh, I can do anything. No, 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 no. They've made you a worker for them. So everything you are thinking about now is, how do I get the next money, to get the next drug, to get high, to be happy? What have they done? They've made you their worker. So what do I do at my 0 to 18? Let's use 21, 0 to 21. What did I have? This is where you say you are youth, isn't it? What is it for? What's your youth for? You are here to determine what you want to be. You want to know what? This is where you get your vision. You know why most people end up nothing? No vision. They've not made a choice who they want to be in life. They don't know who they are. This is the place you get an education. Education is meant to help you decide who you want to be, what you want to be for the rest of your life. Have you seen winter? Winter, everything falls. The leaves, everything falls. What is the tree doing? It's preparing itself from inside. In your winter, that's when you can't afford a t-shirt. In your winter, people determine for you because you have nothing. In your winter, that's when you get angry and say, I want to be something. Why? Because the way life is, things are tough. Nobody's supporting. Nobody's encouraging. Everybody's thinking you are useless. And something inside you will be saying to yourself, I'm going to show them who I am. I'm going to make it. You are sitting down, you are listening to talks like this. Something in yourself is saying to you, I'm going to be the greatest whatever in Zambia. When do you get that? When you are young. But when you are young, this is when you get distracted the most. Because that's when you start coming into puberty. That's when you learn hormones. That's when you understand sex. That's when you feel money. That's when you are tasting alcohol for the first time. But at that time, you don't know yourself. So at that time, you get totally distracted by things and you never get to grow right. You never get your vision. So the people teaching you here are your friends, your boys. They too are at your age. They don't know what they want. So all of you start distracting yourselves. And the biggest distraction there will be girls and play. What age is that? 0. You see, if you don't know who you are here, you will suffer all here. They will mock you here. They will embarrass you here because you don't know what. Now, between 21 and 35, what do? You work on your plan. That means you've got the education, you know where you're going, then you start working on your plan. This is where you work hard. Now, that's spring, isn't it? Spring is when you start to plant. Spring is when you start to show people what I can do. All the skills you've prepared, you now start putting them to make money. And nowadays, When did Zuckerberg become a billionaire? When he was a teenager, isn't it? So nowadays, billionaires are in their teens. You don't have to wait for 35. Now, from the afternoon of your life, you take the money you have made, you start investing in businesses. You start building estates so that when you are 65, you are not working anymore. At this time, you are working for money. At this time, money is working for you. You have your own things going on. Now, if you don't get it right here, what's the shortest part of your life? From this picture, what's the shortest part of your life? Your youth. So what you do with this part determines how good you will do with the rest of the part. So let's wrap it up. If you understand that picture, how can we help you get to wealth? That by the time you are 45, 55, 65, you're having a good life. If you don't do it right, at 65, you'll still be having babies. What have you learned? Just 3 people. What have you learned? Not, okay, you've spoken a lot today. I want to see people that haven't spoken. What have you learned? Yes, over there in front, the white t-shirt. What have you learned? Thank you for the time. Yes.
First of all, I have learned that you have to make use of your youth days because they
Fantastic.
only come once in
Fantastic.
life.
You have to make use of your youth days. It's the most important part of your life. You waste it, it affects every other thing. Oswald has talked a lot. Not Oswald. Give somebody else. Yes, over there. What have you learned? What is important to you? Yes.
What I've learned today is that youthhood is not a time to waste.
Yes.
But it is a time to position ourselves from
Yes.
where we are to where we are supposed to be.
Yes.
Whereby we have to set goals in life
Fantastic.
and work hard towards them.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It is here you said go. When did Kaunda start seeing himself a leader of Zambia? At his youth. Youth. Most leaders you see in Africa started when they were young, in their youth, in the morning of their lives. Yes, yes, yes. On this side.
What I've learned is
Yes.
you have to think in a way to get the best out of any situation.
Absolutely.
Cost.
Absolutely.
What you give up over what you gain.
100%. You have to look for ways. Your mind will give you everything you want. Yes, quickly. Where's the microphone? Yes, go on.
I've learned that poverty is not a status but an
No.
inheritance. So meaning what we do today will affect even the future.
What you do today will affect the future. So you must decide, am I rich or poor? It's up to you. Yes, sir. Quick.
Instead of sitting and complaining about your life and what you can do, you should stand up and do something
Make the
about
life
it.
what you want. Design it.
And the difference between a rich and a poor person is their mentality.
Is their
and what
mentality.
they do.
100%.
And that we shouldn't conform to the disturbances of society.
Fantastic. 100%. Thank you, guys. You guys are making me happy today.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Make good choices because your current choices will affect who you become in future.
100%. 100%. Yes, sir.
To summarize everything, what I've learned is that our learning capacity will determine our earning capacity.
Your learning capacity will determine your earning capacity. 100%. Yes, sir. Yes, at the back.
I've learned that my mind is the greatest asset.
Is the greatest thing you have.
Depend on.
Your money-making machine is your mind.
And the time is my greatest
It's your
resource.
greatest asset. So you know what the enemy will do? Mess up your mind with alcohol, drugs, all those things. That's where money comes from. That's where life comes from. Yes, sir.
I've learned that you don't have to wait for someone to tell you what to do.
No.
You
It's
have to
poor
make a
people that
move
wait for people
yourself.
to tell them what to do. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Time management.
What is time management?
You have to start up your future when you're a teenage.
Yes.
Then how to build up your future.
That's where it starts, from here, your youth. Yes.
I've learned that a job does not make you rich,
100%.
but helps. But money makes you money is easy. It needs to work, but poverty is hard because it needs you to suffer.
Yes. Poverty leads to suffering. Your mind, your work brings you prosperity. Yes.
I've learned that most of the people today are nothing because they have no vision.
Vision is the beginning of every achievement. Where there is no vision, people perish. 100%. Yes, sir.
I've learned
This
that
is awesome, huh?
I've learned that the choices that we make right now determines who we will be in the future.
100%. 100%. 100%. Yes, sir.
I have learned that time measures life. And if I waste my time...
If you waste your time, you waste your life.
Yes.
You're wasting your time on Facebook. You're wasting your time scrolling Facebook. Stop it. Yes. Okay. I will stop you this time.
And I've learned that the biggest thing in your life is the choice, because the choice determines who you are.
Your choices determine your life. Can you give yourselves a big hand, please? Huge, huge. Big, 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 big hand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, guess what we'll do? How many of you will want to continue this journey with us? Good. So what we are going to be doing is this. At least for boys alone, just boys, no mixture, just boys, once a month, can we hang out together? Yes. Once a month, just once a month. Yes? You want twice? We can do it twice. I can do it every Saturday. But first, we must think about the girls too. Okay? Yeah. Okay. You will talk to the organizers. Okay? You talk to them. But we're ready for you every Saturday. Every Saturday. If you will come, we will come and we'll provide lunch for you. If you come, we will come, we'll provide lunch for you. And then we'll take time to break it down. Is that okay? But if you are going to come, you must put your name down so we can plan. Because if we don't know who is coming, we can't provide. You get it? So you must put your name down, and then between now and April, we'll get back to you, and we'll start this organization from April. We have to plan for girls, we have to plan for you, then we have to plan a day where we bring two groups together. Because the world is not just girls, not just boys. Okay? So, if you don't put your name down, we can't do anything for you. So you have to put your name down, and you have to work with the leadership of the groups. Is that okay? Your name, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your this, and then they'll give you all the details. You can connect with us every time, and there's always somebody here, Monday to Friday, that can support you and help. And you can reach us anytime. With you, Zambia becomes a first world nation. You get it? Give yourselves another big hand. Thank you.
So, tibatondere mmanja Pastor J. We've learned a lot. Tapunzira vambiri ayin. Vambiri futai. Okay. So, ni time ya lunch hapa. So what we can do is this. As they are preparing kumbuyo, then we can interact. Tingachokeko panja, tashimkako, then tizapanga line nzakuza naye. So for now, zivaneko chabai. And then nzakuza na tipange line kumbuyo ku. Then tidie tibwere futi tsizizai.